Welcome.
Welcome to the POLYTECH podcast.
Just one of the, I guess that's the thing, like that. What I try and share on here is just those pathways or how people get here. But there was something interesting you wrote, and I don't know how we make it happen around apprenticeships.
Yep.
And like, I mean, how does that become a thing? Because that's such when you're talking about specialists, solar panels, and everyone had to go learn.
Yep.
And then even air conditioning, you see all these guys who are technicians, but all they did is just watch the other guy do it, and now they're the specialists.
Yep, absolutely. There's a major gap, and like I said before off air, internships don't work. They don't work. That 1 year tick a box and bring them in. I remember talking to someone, they said, but isn't the internship to give you the experience of what it's like to work in the industry? I said, yeah, but what is the real experience? Check in with the person, right? And I'll talk about a story where I was talking about the intern, and I saw this program come out, where people were talking about, we're going to do this internship, and and there was all this, bravado where we challenge your company to take on a intern from Pasifika and Māori, and I was like, these guys have no idea, zero idea, right? Because some of the things that they were saying was, get a really great job and then pay off your student loan, right? I was like, so I'll give it to you like this. You've got a multinational, and they'll remain nameless, but you've got a multinational that is sort of doing amazing things, and share prices is on a steady climb and has been for a while, and they're taking on interns, and I remember sitting down with the intern. I said, "How much do you get paid?" The intern said, "No." I said, "Look, it's okay. I'm not going to go and tell anyone or anything like that, right? But how much do you get paid?" And he said, 48,000. I said, "So that's 4,000 per month, before tax." I said, "Oh, okay." And I said, "So after tax, if you're on a student loan, then you go on the, as you and I know, you're on SL, right? You're on the SL for a long time. And then, what's the main one? It's M, right? M. Thank you, M.
It was a long time waiting for that.
Oh, bro, that M was a pay rise, man. I got to tell you.
No, I think I actually tried. We'll see if you find out. Oh, your tax code's wrong.
I'd like to do a drawdown, please. I was like, oh my gosh, what's your client number? I know my client number. Man, terrible. And so then, I was talking to this, really lovely girl, and and I'm talking to her on the phone, and I'm like, oh, okay, so can I ask you a question? And she goes, yeah, sure. And I said, who do you live at home with? Or do you live by yourself? Or do you live with your parents? And go, oh, yeah, I live at home with my parents. I said, do you have siblings? And she laughs. And she goes, yes. And I said, so, how many siblings do you have? Do you have a big family? She goes, oh, yeah, I got a big family. And I have 8 siblings, right? And she's the second eldest. And I said, okay, so I pretty much know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Where did your first paycheck go? Where did your first paycheck go? And she goes, well, to be honest, it went to my parents. And I said, but so did the second, right? And then the third, and then the fourth. And she goes, yeah. I said, because you've got younger siblings, because you're the second eldest and you're 20, so I'm assuming that you've got siblings who are probably around 2, 3, 5. She goes, yeah. And I said, so Mum's probably not working because someone has to stay home and look after them, right? And look after them and care for them. And she goes, yeah. So it's just Dad working? She goes, yeah. I said, so here's the thing. people are going to create programs and they're saying, oh, go get a great job and you can go and pay off your student loan. You get the money and where does it go? Does it go to student loan? Absolutely not. Come on, let's be realistic. That paycheck is going straight back home, right? That's what it's dealing with. And people are creating programs and saying, oh, you get paid a lot of money. $48,000 ain't a lot of money. I was an intern at Microsoft and I was getting paid $40,000, 40,000, right? And I'm talking about 2004. That's 16 years ago. That's $500 incremental every year over 16 years. And this girl is in a multinational and she's getting paid $48,000. I'm like, no, man. And that's why there's that whole notion of nothing for us. Don't ignore us if it's for us. Nothing about us without us. If you're going to create programs, who in my community did you come and talk to? Because my koi ingas is still sitting there. No one's coming talking to them. The kingas are over there and no one's talking to them. So how did you figure out your program, right? Or did you guys just get together and figure out this little program by yourselves and then high-fived and then went down to the pub and had a few drinks and thought, wow, we've done our bit for the world in diversity and inclusion? Doesn't ride, right? And that's why these internships, these 1 year, let's tick a box, let's bring them in. Don't get me wrong, there's a place for them. But this cannot be the only solution, right? And so when you look at the comparison between the apprenticeships of 20 years ago and the apprenticeships that are available now on apprenticeship.org, there's no difference. Because there's no technology apprenticeships available, right? And so, we're going to change that. That's all I can say right now, but watch this space because, and then one day you can play this back to some people and say, we were ahead because we're already there. And I know I get really passionate about this because if there's one thing that I know that we need to be better on is understanding what we're worth, right? When it comes to money, I don't care anymore. I just, I talk about money. I talk about money and I help people to talk about money as well. Because if you don't talk about money, it's that old saying of, if you don't have a plan for yourself, someone else has got a plan for you, right? So it's better you have a plan for yourself. And the same thing happens to money. If you don't have a value for yourself, someone's going to give you a value, right? Someone's going to give you value and you're going to have to try and figure it out. And I'd rather come up with my own value things. So, I don't know. I think if we can fix, if we can convince people to look at the apprenticeship piece, I think, we'll be able to figure it out. I think we'll be able to do it. But could be something we can discuss offline.